Hey everyone, don't mind my appearance. It is at the end of the night and yeah, so I have no makeup, no. So I did a video about two doctors that disagreed on skincare ingredients, and YouTube is notorious for having a lot of information and throwing out different things that people, different routines that people use. So I went ahead and I researched as many routines from estheticians, from doctors, everybody that kind of pretty much popped up in my feed. Some are more major YouTuber videos, and then some, I guess I just never seen them before, but they popped up. So I wrote down all this information. I've been doing my research for about 2 weeks, and I've just been trying to figure out how to put it in a video for you guys to make it pretty simple and easy. Basically, common sense. I would like you guys to understand that having a skincare routine and using all these products that are recommended by a whole bunch of people, even myself, I have, a few breakouts, and even what I use on my skin is probably not going to work exactly the way it works for me, worked for you. So listening to people with just really good skin is not the way I would suggest to go. Actually going to a professional, actually going to a doctor. If you can't get to a doctor's office, then listening to the professionals that are on YouTube is kind of like getting information for free, basically. So I looked up all of their skincare routines, and it was really interesting to know that they were pretty much all the same. It doesn't matter. I'm a cosmetologist, licensed. I can practice pretty much anything under that umbrella of cosmetology. But somebody that is an esthetician knows a lot more about skin than I do. Someone who has their doctorate degree in skin knows a lot more than an esthetician. So that's just the level system that it goes. So pretty much everybody, this is an AM skincare routine. They all tell you to start with a cleanser that's suited for your skin type. Now, there is a rumor out there that you don't have to cleanse in the AM. That is potentially true for those who are a particular age range that don't get oily. I used to sell makeup and skincare for 2 different makeup brands, and a lot of the certain age group would tell me that they don't need to cleanse, that they just splash their face with water. I mean, water and oil really don't mix, and but these women in particular were not oily. So I would say, if that's the case, then if water is working for you, then do it. But the skincare routine not requires, but just suggests that you cleanse in the morning. Some people that have drier skin types really do not need to cleanse in the morning necessarily. This is more for people who are combination to oily skin and breakout prone skin. So what I do, I am a combination skin type. So I get oily in my T-zone, and when I wake up, I feel the oil on my T-zone. So I literally just cleanse my T-zone, and that's it. And I'm done in the morning for my cleansing step. Step number 2 would be to add an exfoliant. So all of the professionals pretty much like a chemical exfoliant. What are your chemical exfoliants? They are your BHAs and AHAs. I'm not going to go into which one is what. That is something that you need to research on your own. But I will give you the cheat sheet, because BHA is your salicylic acid, and it's you can use it every day. You don't have to exfoliate every morning or every day, but it is safe to use every day in your AM or your PM routine, wherever it fits for you. A BHA, salicylic acid, is better for acne-prone skin people. If you have a battle with acne everywhere, usually all the time, or just before your month, your monthly, then it's good to put that salicylic acid in your routine at least 2 weeks before you actually start your cycle. That way it has time to build up the immunities on the skin. So that's just something to keep in mind. Your AHAs are your glycolic acid and your lactic acid. Those are really good for anti-aging and stuttering anti-aging exfoliants. So they're more for normal to drier skin types. But if your skin decides to change all on its own, which it does constantly because we have hormones, you might need to switch back and forth. Now, there is a recommendation. Drunk Elephant has BHA and an AHA chemical exfoliator. I don't know if it's a liquid or if it's a liquid or cream product, but it is $90, and that's just not going to happen for me. So also, if you are a combination skin type and you would use your BHA just in the oily areas, and then you would use your AHAs where you are normal to dry. It's a little complicated if you want to do it that way. I'm just going to go for salicylic acid, the BHA, and just use it all over my face. So the next step in the AM skincare doctor's routine is to use some sort of antioxidant or an active. So an active agent of some kind. So this is where all of your serums are going to play in your AM routine. So it could be a lotion form, it could be a serum that you really love. If you are using multiple products in this particular step, it is a good rule of 3, just up to 3. And go by the rule of thinnest consistency to thickest consistency. There you go. This could be your hyaluronic acids, your niacinamide, your your vitamin C, your folic acids. This can be a variety of them, and sometimes your products come combination with them, so you have to know exactly what's in your product and make sure that you're not, marrying something together that's not supposed to be together, because it can really it can break you out, or it can make a rash if you use something that you're not supposed to be using together. After your active ingredient products or your antioxidants or whatever you're using, then you want to use a moisturizer, preferably one with a hyaluronic acid in it, if you don't already have one that's, like I said, in your serums. And then after your moisturizer, follow up with an SPF. So that is a routine that across the board, I wrote them all down, what estheticians, doctors, all on YouTube and also on Google. I've also Google researched, and that is the AM routine that pretty much is the same. I have gnats in here. Your PM routine is going to go like this. Again, you're really going to want to cleanse your face in the PM. Why? Because you probably wear sunscreen and you probably wear makeup. So you're definitely going to want to cleanse the face, your oils, everything. You're going to want to get all that off. You are going to want to double cleanse. I will go into that a little bit later. I probably might have to make a part 2 to this video because it is long. After you cleanse, you want to use your retinol. So retinol is not really made for the AM, it's really made for your PM routine. So keep your retinols at night. Again, know what goes with your retinols and what doesn't. So depending upon what you use during the day or what you use at night, will have to depend where you're going to fit your retinol on what day. So after your retinol, you're going to want to use a moisturizer. Moisturizer in some doctors' routines were optional, depending upon your skin type. So sometimes retinol comes in different forms. It can come in a liquid form, like a serum. It can come in an oil form. It can come in a moisturizer form. So a lotion form, what I mean, a cream form. So whatever form it comes in, if that's enough moisturizer for your skin, then you don't need an extra moisturizer unless your skin is really, really dry. So for oily skin types, you really don't need another moisturizer on top of your retinol if you need it. If you need it, if you don't. It's just one of those things. One thing that was still controversial is an eye cream. Oh my gosh. Doctors, YouTubers alike, they all swear you don't need an eye cream. This is how I feel about eye cream. I love eye cream. There was only one doctor that actually said to incorporate an eye cream in their routine. They were a plastic surgeon, so just saying. I like a good eye cream only because I feel like it is formulated for the eye area. Just make sure that whatever moisturizers or serums that you're using, if they aren't supposed to be near the eye area, then don't put them there because it can cause irritation and you don't know what else. So it can get infected, who knows. So I would just steer clear of putting, stuff around your eyes that maybe is just for your face and for your neck. So I like an eye cream. I personally like to use it. I don't care what people say. It's overpriced moisturizer. I don't care. I'm going to use an eye cream, and that's that. So in my next video, in part 2, I will go over a few typical skincare ingredients that you might want to look for. I am also going to mention a website that has a load of information. Is exactly where I got all my information from. And I will see you in that next video, part 2.